A Wizard. A True Star is the fourth solo album by Todd Rundgren. Released in 1973, the album peaked on the Billboard 200 album chart at number 86. Music and production. The first side of the album consists of an extended suite called The International Feel. In 8, quote, the component songs segue into one another, and the lyrics are frequently humorous or hallucinatory. The album's especially long playing time, 55-56, pushed the limits of how much music could fit on a LP record. Each side is much longer than the typical 17 to 20 minutes of a typical album. Therefore, the groove spacing is narrower, causing a significant drop in volume and sound quality. Rundgren acknowledged this issue on the album's inner sleeve. He advised listeners, presumably in jest, to turn up the volume on their speakers to compensate. The first vinyl release was mastered by noted audio engineer Robert "Bob" Ludwig at Sterling Sound, and is identifiable by the notation Sterling RL written in the run-out grooves. Four of the musicians featured on the album, Klingman, Labatt, Shurkett and Siegler, would go on to be core players in the early version of Rundgren's band Todd Rundgren's Utopia. Packaging and artwork. Arthur Wood made the painting that is featured on the cover. Arthur included cryptic symbols in his cover art that, when deciphered, spell out the following messages. Arthur Wood, painted this, quote, be true to your words, and your words will be true to you. Quote, be true to yourself and your work. Quote, I will be as true to you as I can. Quote, tenderness is the secret to love, as far as I can see. Todd Rundgren. First issues of the vinyl LP included a postcard encouraging purchasers to send in their names to be included on a poster in Todd's next album, and was die-cut with curly corners. Also included was a Band-Aid poem written by Patti Smith, which was a bio about the album. Reissues of the vinyl LP did not include these extras, and the cover was a standard square cover. Live performances. In late 2009 and early 2010, Rundgren began touring the album after hearing it had a new audience of young fans, most famously the British electro-pop band Hot Chip. The idea originated with a promoter in London, but when he didn't make an offer for the tour, two fans from Rundgren Radio.com, a fan-based internet radio program, started a limited U.S. tour of the album in 2009, which was followed the next year by two shows in Europe. Reception. In Rolling Stone, James Isaacs wrote, I doubt that even the staunchest Rundgren cultists will want to subject themselves to most of the japery on side 1, which would be better suited for a cartoon soundtrack. On the other hand, side 2's restraint, its brimming good humor and its ambience of innocence is irresistible, and helps save A Wizard, a true star from total disaster. Writing in Cream. Robert Christgau deemed Rundgren a minor songwriter with major woman problems who's good with the board and has a sense of humor. Patti Smith was more enthusiastic in her review for the magazine. Blasphemy, even the gods smile on rock and roll for the skull. A very noble concept. Past, present and tomorrow in one glance. Understanding through musical sensation. Todd Rundgren is preparing us for a generation of frenzied children who will dream in animation, in music and rock. 1996. Christopher Scapoliti called the record a fascinating sonic collage that skews his pop star image 180 degrees. Ben Cesario, on the other hand, wrote in the Rolling Stone Album Guide, 2004, that it was an endurance test of stylistic diversity, with just 3 fully realized songs. Sometimes I Don't Know What to Feel, International Feel, and Just One Victory. Stranded in the midst of so much half-baked sonic decoration. Quote, track listing. All songs written by Todd Rundgren except where noted. Side 1, The International Feel. Innate. Quote, International Feel, 2. 50. Never Never Land. Betty Comden. Adolph Green. Jules Stein. 1. 34. Tick 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 It Wears Off. 1. 14. You Need Your Head. 1. 02. Rock and Roll Pussy. 1. 08. Dogfight Giggle. 1. 05. You Don't Have to Camp Around. 1. 03. Flamingo. 2. 34. Zen Archer. 5. 35. Just Another Onion Head. Da Da Dali. 2. 23. When the Shit Hits the Fan. Sunset Boulevard. 4. 02. La Feel International. 1. 51. Total Length. 26. 21. Side 2, A True Star. Sometimes I Don't Know What to Feel. 4. 16. Does Anybody Love You? 1. 31. Medley. 10. 34. I'm So Proud. Curtis Mayfield. 2. 46. Ooh Baby Baby. Smokey Robinson. Warren Pete Moore. 2. 54. Lula Means I Love You. William Hart. Tom Bell. 2. 16. Cool Jerk. Donald Storball. 2. 33. Hungry for Love. 2. 18. I Don't Want to Tie You Down. 1. 56. Is It My Name? 4. 01. Just One Victory. 4. 59. Total Length. 29. 35. Notes. White label DJ copies include a censored version of When the Shit Hits the Fan, Sunset Boulevard. Quote, replacing shit with a synthesizer sound and does not include the song Does Anybody Love You? The original cassette tape release of the album reverses sides 1 and 2 of the LP in order to sequence the longer side first. The Bearsville, Warner Brothers cassette reissues from 1983 play out of sequence. Side 1 plays side 1 but lists side 2's tracks. Personnel: Todd Rundgren, vocals, guitars, keyboards, Rick Derringer, guitar, Mark Muji, Klingman, keyboards, Ralph Schuckert, keyboards, Genevieve M. Frog Labatt, synthesizer, John Siegler, bass guitar, cello, John Siomos, drums, David Sanborn, saxophone, Michael Brecker, saxophone, Randy Brecker, horn, Barry Rogers, trombone. Charts. Album